I'm rocking 5 kids, and this is my pack with me for a solo, yes, solo trip to Disneyland Paris. I'm going on my own, no kids, no husband, just me for 3 nights. Well, 2 nights in Disney and 3 days, kind of. And yeah, I thought I'd do a little pack with me video so you can see what sort of stuff I'm taking for a solo trip, what might be needed, and then I will be doing vlogs while I'm there. So like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing what I am getting up to. I'm gonna have to stop saying we because it is just me. I'm so excited, so excited. It's so different going to Disneyland Paris on your own because you get to just do what you want. When we go with the kids, it's all about the kids, what they want to do, and they're big into their rides. I like character meets, I like shows, I like to eat at places they don't necessarily like to eat at. So yeah, it's a really great experience. I'm going by Eurostar to Paris Gare du Nord, and then I'll be getting the RER over to Val d'Europe and to Disney. So yeah, follow along if you want to see what it's like to go as a solo traveller. First of all, let me quickly show you. I've got everything set out on my bed. Let me quickly show you what we've got, and then I'll go through everything sort of in depth. So I've got all the stuff laid out on my bed. I've got the suitcase ready, but I will go through everything individually. So I've got some jeans and trousers, t-shirts, jumpers, a book to read, hopefully, a notebook, a poncho, some more bags, toiletries, tech stuff, and odds and ends. So let's go through everything. Okay, so first of all, let's do tech. So this is my sort of odds and ends tech bag. I've got my tripod for my big camera. Now I'm not sure. It's just a little tripod. It doesn't extend or anything. But apparently Disney have been kind of cracking down on tripods, even if they're not extendable. Selfie sticks are not allowed in Disneyland Paris, so I don't know if it's to do with that. I really like this one, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to risk taking it in or not, because I don't want it confiscated and I don't want to have to go back to the hotel to take it back. I've got a couple of phone battery packs. I love these ones. I got them from Amazon. They're Belkin. And they seem to last a long time, and you can charge more than one phone at a time. That doesn't matter for this trip, but on other trips that's been important. A couple of adapters for the plugs, because obviously they don't have the same plugs as we do. And on that note, I also have extension cable with 4 sockets in, because I have quite a lot of stuff to charge overnight. It's useful if there's not many plug sockets there, because then all I need is one adapter for 4 sockets. Great. Battery charger, and then I have a little pack here, which just a little solid pack, which I have my spare memory cards in and batteries, so that nothing happens to them, they don't get broken or anything. And then that all goes in one bag. I then have the main case for my main camera, which I'm actually using now. It's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is amazing. It's so easy to use. The battery lasts a long time, but then you also get a spare battery handle for it. The only thing with it is the case that it comes within. I got the Creator Combo Pack, so it got a few extras. The case it comes with is not great. It's a bit like a sleeping bag. Once you take it out, you can't get it all back in again. So I bought this one to keep all the bits in, and it's really nice because it's got all the sections for your bits. So for the camera, for the little tripod so it can stand up on its own, for the handle extender, spare battery, microphone, and then I'm keeping a few more bits there, like the charging cable and spare SD card. So that's for that camera. I then also have my backup camera, which used to be my main camera, because it is a really good camera. But I just find the DJI Osmo so much easier to use. So this one, which I have the tripod for, is the Canon G7X Mark II. I mean, it's a really good camera. I just prefer using the DJI on a day-to-day basis because it's much easier to hold on to. It has facial recognition, so it will follow my face. So if I go like that, it moves, which is really nice when you are filming yourself. But it's good to have a backup camera just in case. I also have little Bluetooth speaker. I bought that from IKEA. This is my third one because I keep them in the bathroom. And my two previous ones have disappeared, funnily enough. I think they might be found in teenagers' bedrooms, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I've got this one now. Lovely pink, one of my favourite colours. And yeah, the children all know this one is not to disappear. But I thought it'd be nice if, when I'm chilling in the hotel, I just want a bit of music on. Then we have travel cutlery set. I can't use wooden cutlery or sort of paper cutlery or anything like that. I find it absolutely abhorrent. I understand the reasons for it and I'm very supportive of being environmental, but I can't use it. So I take my own, which is great because it comes in its own little case and it's just, you know, knife, fork, spoon. So if I'm ever in the parks eating and I need cutlery, I've got that. By the same token, I also have a couple of silicone straws because I can't stand paper straws. And then in case I don't finish snacks and I want to bring them back with me, I've got some reusable sandwich bags I bought from IKEA, which are very useful. I also never go anywhere without my tea bags. Can't cope without a decent cup of tea. The tea in France is not quite the same, so I take my own for in the hotel room and that sort of thing. Now I also have this, which I carry in my handbag all the time anyway, but I've sort of adapted it for travel. And this goes everywhere with me. And it has just stuff you might need on a day-to-day basis in an emergency. So I've got some blister plasters, because you never know with the walking in Disney. And then, because I've been caught out before, and it is quite hard to get medication there, you have to go to a pharmacy. Even for things like paracetamol, you have to go to the pharmacy, which, I mean, it's not too hard, but it is a train ride away, and you just don't want to be doing that if you've got a headache or something. So I've got some paracetamol. I've got some cold and flu tablets, and I've got some ibuprofen, just in case. I've got plasters. I've got ibuprofen gel, which is amazing if your feet hurt at the end of the day. Rub that on and it will sort them out a treat. Bites and sting creams, again, just in case, you know. Diarrhea relief. If you watched our last trip, you'll know that we did take some, well, you might not know, we took some of these and they came in very useful. I'm never going without them again. Some nice lip balm, because it is going to be hot when we're there, so I'm really excited. I don't want my lips to dry out. And some indigestion relief, runny tablets, just in case. Nail clippers. So that's my little sort of go-to pack of stuff that you probably won't need, but if you do, it's incredibly useful to have. And I just pack that all up in its little bag. And like I say, I keep it with me anyway, normally. Normally it's got like cowpole sachets and stuff like that in as well, but don't need that this time. So there's that. Now I also, because I just pack sort of a few in there, just to, if I need it on the go, I've also got lots of other packets that will go in my toiletry bag. Speaking of which, I love this toiletry bag. I got it from Primark when Wicked came out. And it's just so pretty. So it's supposed to be 28 degrees when I'm there. I can't wait because it's been cold and miserable and grey here. So sun cream, always important. And then, oh, do you need to know this? I've got my shampoo and conditioner. They do supply shampoo and conditioner in the hotel I'm staying in. I'm staying in the Adagio Ceres, so I'm not staying on site this time. I've got an annual pass, so I wanted to try and do this as cheaply as possible. So they do have shampoo and conditioner in the room and soap and all of that, but I'm a bit fussy. I've recently started using this Elvive Growth Booster. This is not a paid advert, it's not nothing, just what I've chosen to use. Because recently my hair started to get a bit thinner, so I'm hoping that gives it a bit more volume, a bit more body. Then I love vitamin C stuff, so I've got vitamin C cleanser and face mask and oil. And they're all from Primark actually, and I really like them. They're really really mild, but do the job nicely. I then also have my cuticle oil because I'm trying to take care of my nails. Toothbrush, just bog standard electric. Colgate Max White. I do find this really good for keeping your teeth whiter. They're not brilliant white, I know that, but you know, we do what we can. Things we learn from our youth. Shower gel, just Dove. And then my favourite moisturiser, which is Clinique Moisture Surge. Never go anywhere without that. It's fabulous. It suits my skin really well. And whenever there's a Clinique deal on, I'm buying it. So that's that. I then got my makeup bag. And I don't wear a lot of jewellery, but I do wear a bit. So I got this little jewellery box that I can take with me. And then on this side. So, bags. I've got my rucksack that I will wear around the parks every day. I'm still currently, I used to have a different one, but it was getting a bit old and not very good. So I've taken all my patches off it, and I'm currently in the process of sewing them on. They're still not sewn on properly yet, but that will be done by the time I go. So that's my rucksack that I will take around everywhere and also wear it when I'm, you know, travelling. I then also have this bag, which again is an IKEA bag, which is a really nice pack-away bag, just in case I buy so much stuff that I need extra to bring home. And it unpacks, and it is huge. I mean, look at that. It is absolutely huge. I'm going to get so much stuff in that if I need to. So that's going to be really useful. Then for travel day and around the parks, when I want a bag to keep a bit closer to me and keep stuff handy, I've just got this really little Mickey Mouse bag. So I will keep like my camera in there and that sort of thing, just so that I can keep that safe to me and on my body. I don't like keeping things in the rucksack. Unfortunately, like anywhere busy, there are pickpockets. So if you've got stuff in your rucksack on your back and you're in a big crowd, you might not feel someone dipping in. And I don't want that. So if I have that around my front, it's a lot more likely to keep things safe. Then, of course, passport. Now I'm a bit anxious about my passport. So, in order to travel to France, you need to have a passport that's less than 10 years old and 3 months left from your point of return to your home country. Now, my passport runs out on the 15th of August. I returned back to the UK on the 1st of May. So that's fine. That's 3 months and 2 weeks. I'm just really... These are the sorts of things I get anxious about, that they're going to say, no, it should be longer than that. But I have read the travel websites so many times and the UK government website, and it is definitely 3 months. So I know I'm panicking for nothing. This is my Disney travel pass that I always take. And I've just got some euros in there from last time we were in, some change, and it's really useful because then I can just pop my credit card in there, pop my driving licence in there because I like to have the ID, and take that around. So that's the one that I always use for travelling to Disney because it keeps all my Disney stuff together, and also I will be able to put my new annual pass in there when I get to the parks. I'll talk about the annual pass a bit more in my actual vlog videos. I have a book to read. I've never read this book. I've never read any books by Ruth Jones, but I love Gavin and Stacey and all the other things that Ruth Jones has done. So I'm hopeful for that book. Hope it's as good as everything else she does. I don't get much time to read, so it's nice to, you know, I'll be on Eurostar, I'll be on the train down to London. I should have some reading time. Notebook, pen, and I've actually got a couple of spare pens as well because I need to really plan my time there. There's so much in this new music festival to see and do. I don't want to miss anything, so I'm going to have when I'm on the Eurostar, I'm going to sit down with all the timetables that are on the Disney app. I've been taking photos from Disney Facebook groups of all the things I want to do, and I'm going to make a plan of what I'm going to do when, hopefully. So that's my notebook for that. And then I have a poncho. It's not due to rain, but you never know. I like ponchos because look how small that is. It's tiny. They pack up super small. They dry super quick. So it's no bother to just stick that in the bag. This one we've had for about 10 years. We've got a whole set. We bought them when we went to Puy de Fou, which is in France, which is an amazing park. If you ever get the chance to go. It's all historical reenactments, but that makes it sound a lot more boring than it is. It's epic. They have a whole Roman Colosseum there where they have real life tigers coming out to kill the Christians. I mean, they don't. It does get graphic though. But anyway, yes, if you ever get the chance to go to Puy de Fou. And if you want to buy a poncho there, buy one there because, like I say, they've lasted 10 years of family holidays and everything. And that's brilliant. A lot of ponchos don't last one holiday. Then we've got clothes. So I have way more Disney t-shirts than any adult human should have. So I've narrowed it down to 5, my 5 favourites. I still won't have time to wear them all because I'm only away for 4 days, but there you go. I've got this lovely stitch one, black and white stripy stitch one. I have got, I'm quite into stripes at the moment. Oh, this one's inside out, I've only just washed it. But it's a Minnie Mouse stripy one. There we go. I have got a Buzz Lightyear one. I love this one. No sign of intelligent life anywhere. Then I've got classic Mickey Mouse. And then I've got this one which I bought on Etsy, which I love because I love the film Up. You see that? And it says happiest place on earth, and it has the castle on it as well, so that's nice. And then, like I say, it's supposed to be 28 degrees, so it will be hot, but the evenings I know do get chilly. So I've got 2 Spirit jerseys. I've got just a basic black Spirit jersey, and then I've got my Avengers Campus Spirit jersey, which I bought when I first went to the Avengers Campus back when it opened a few years ago. So I've got those for the evenings. For travel, I'm just going to wear a nice Salt Rock hoodie that I can take on and off, but it's also comfortable. I like travelling in comfort. I'm a jeans and t-shirt jumper kind of person, so that's my comfort. Then I also have a pair of jogging bottoms for just if I'm chilling at the hotel. I don't know how much chilling time I'll have, to be honest. Like I say, I'm not there for long. I've got a lot to pack in, but you never know. And this is where I start to think I'm supposed to be packing light. What do I really need? But yeah. Then like I say, it's 28 degrees hopefully. So I'm packing a pair of shorts. My first wear of shorts for this year. So I'm really, really hopeful. And then I've just got a couple of pairs of jeans in case it isn't that warm. But we shall see. So now I've just got to get it all in the suitcase and hope that it A, fits, which it should, but also that I've got room because there's a lot of new merchandise, which I will be covering when I'm there. And yeah, I've got some plans to buy some. So let's see if we can get that all in the case in the rucksack and see how it goes. So there we are, everything in the suitcase. I've got clothes all in this side here, some of them are in packing cubes, which I find really useful. Then we've got the technology, the toiletries, all of that stuff there. In this packing cube, I've got all the stuff for my rucksack, because obviously I'm not putting it in the rucksack yet because I'm still sewing the patches on. So there we go. We're all ready.
Let's go.
Okay, there we go. All packed. Suitcase is packed. Rucksack still needs its patches putting on, so everything for the rucksack is packed into a packing cube. I have got a few days until I go, but we've got a really busy few days. We've got a really busy few weeks coming up. So I wanted to just get it done while I had time. So I shall spend the next few evenings getting those patches sewn on, which is quite nice. So like I said, I'm going for the new music festival at Disneyland Paris. I will be putting this video up the day I travel. So if you've got any questions, anything you want me to go and see there and do or show, then pop it in the comments, and I'm more than happy to go and do stuff that people want to see. Or if you've got any questions for me about solo travel, anything you'd like to see particularly about the travelling and where I'm staying, then yeah, pop it in the comments. Like I say, like and subscribe to see the next vlog where I will be travelling to Disneyland Paris and then enjoying a few days there. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been useful for you. And yeah, I'll see you on travel day.